Mezzo here, guys, and I'm bringing to you a video kind of my first walkthrough on the Minecraft for Xbox 360. Many of you may know, if you follow some of our other channel, is that I'm an avid Minecraft player, and so I was really looking forward to Minecraft for 360 because a lot of my friends don't have Minecraft for the PC, and so it's going to be nice to play with them on the 360. So I went ahead and sped some of this stuff up because who really cares? I mean, this is similar to the PC version. Obviously, the controls are different. You now kind of have a mobile reticle that kind of goes around over your inventory and everything, and it takes some getting used to. I mean, look, here's some similar stuff with the pumpkin heads and stuff, which is kind of cool. There's Steve. There's me. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, and then I'm gonna do a little dance for you. Yeah, it looks like Steve with a pumpkin on his head. So trying to figure out the controls is a little different because I refused to follow the tutorial. But I did manage to figure out how to dance, which is the most important thing. And look, Steve dances in two places, up at the top corner and right there in the middle. So, the overall feel of the game is pretty much like the PC version. There are a lot of major differences. Obviously, the first one is the controls are going to be different because you're using the 360 controller as opposed to a mouse, and obviously that's going to take some getting used to. Right trigger does the swinging in this, and as you can see, this is just this. Even the achievements are, I believe, named exactly the same. You can see I just taken down a tree like normal, right? Nothing different here. One of the differences are that you don't have this typical crafting like you did in the PC with the 4 squares. Then you load the 4 squares up with the content that you need, such as wooden planks. This is your display here. It automatically builds it for you, assuming that you have the required parts. Definitely takes a lot of guesswork out of the crafting of items, but with the console, it's a lot easier. I mean, how long would it take you to try to create all these things, like just something as simple as a chest? Right here, you just go, you select what you need, and then you press A, and it builds it for you. So here you can see I'm building some tools: a pickaxe, an axe, and a sword because I need a sword. And then see, I threw it because I wasn't paying attention. All right, I'm still learning the controls anyway. But you see, just like in Minecraft PC, you can take this down just as easy with your fist. Now, there is a weird difference with this that they don't have. Watch this. See what I did to the sheep there? I sheared the sheep with the sword. I don't know if that's by choice or by error, but I'm going to say that works. Because it's a lot easier to just one-hit these sheep and take all of their wool. One of the other little things that I noticed is that every chicken I kill only drops feathers. I never got raw chicken when I was killing chickens. Trees drop saplings just like they did. Grass begets seeds just like it did in the PC, just like it does in the PC version. I don't know necessarily that the textures are any different. I didn't really feel anything different from a visual standpoint. The real difference for me was simply just that it had that's my dog, Jackson, in background barking. Just the difference that is just the controller and how the crafting is done. Now, this video is going to be the basics, just a video of me doing the basics of Minecraft. I will be bringing a couple of other ones in the near future with, going to the Nether and just seeing what all we can constructing a building, all of the good stuff, doors and everything. As you can see, even the speed of the tools is very much the same as it is on the PC. I mean, it's pretty nice just being able to select what you need and not having to fight for it. Granted, I'm not sure with what level of detail they're going to make this similar to the PC version in terms of like I haven't read up on about the brewing stands and some of the enchantment things, because I know when I grab some sugar cane here later, it just says or some papyrus or whatever it's called, it just says this can be used for sugar cane. But there you can see I created charcoal the same way you would in the PC version. I mean, it really does stay true to the PC version in terms of crafting, not how you craft, but what you craft. One of the other little bugs, that I don't know if it's a bug or a feature, is that you cannot consolidate pork chops, which is kind of a pain in the ass because, when you're stocking up on food and you can't consolidate pork chops, consolidate the food, it can fill up your inventory real quick, especially if you're mining or you're traveling or you're adventuring or whatever. I am looking forward to some of the things that I hope they're going to be able to do, that Mojang's going to be able to do, and Notch is going to be able to do to make this game even better. It does have some bugs. And close to the end, I'll show you one of the major... I don't say it's a major bug, but maybe it's a feature. Again, I'm not sure. It is just weird what happens. So here you can see I'm crafting just some normal stuff. Candles, or I'm sorry, torches. Crafting beds. Here I'm crafting a bed. The bed works just the same as it does on the PC version. I didn't expect that kind of stuff would change. You can see that the wooden pick looks like it just about the same amount of time. I will do some side-by-side comparisons. If this video gets enough views, I'll run a side-by-side comparison and show you exactly what the differences are, or lack thereof, or what the differences aren't, you know, in the future. You guys just let me know if you want to see it, and I will definitely be glad to bring it to you. See, just like the other one, 2 spots. Now there's a weird little bug with the beds, at least right where I put it, and you'll see it here in a few minutes. But I'm going to go ahead and do a little mining. You know, I created a stone pick. Definitely get an upgrade achievement. You know, tons of achievements right off jump. I'm going to try to go to the Nether in the next couple of rounds. In the next episode of this, you'll see some mining stuff. So I'll do a quick little mining video. I found diamond right off jump, and that was pretty nice. You know, some iron and everything, and you see kind of how that works out the same way. Again, fundamentally, there's really no difference other than the control style and the how crafting is done. There isn't really... the gameplay still stays the same. And another thing maybe you guys have noticed who have played it on the Xbox is, are the torches just not as bright as they are on the PC? Oh, yeah, I got a gamer picture. I thought my game had crashed when that thing popped up. Oh. It just doesn't seem like the torches are as bright as they are on the PC. And I actually end up changing my gamma settings to make it a little brighter, because it is a little dark on my television, and it was having a hard time kind of seeing. Another thing I miss is, I don't know if this is on there or not. I have to play around with it more. Is I was looking for what level I was on, because many of us play, at least when we're mining. Like, I only mine to level 16. I rarely ever go down to bedrock, and so I was looking for that, trying to figure out what level I was on so that I could look at this swiftness. I should have probably gone around there and mined around that, but you know, whatever. Nice. So anyway, guys, this was my first foray into it. I spent about 40 minutes, and this is only about 9 minutes of play. I'll be bringing you another episode where I'm just going to do some mining, and we're going to go down and look, and I'm going to try to search out. I'm not sure if NPC villages. Maybe you guys can drop in the comments whether or not they dropped NPC villages in here. Now watch this show that's about to happen here. So I'm going to sleep. It's nighttime. I want to save my spawn. Oh, yeah, check out what happened. Because my bed was right there, for some reason, when I laid down and tried to sleep, it spawned in a monster. As if I'm not a glutton for punishment, I'm going to try this one more time. Because, you know, I originally thought that this was just whatever, right? It was just completely random. Maybe a zombie came up from my stairs. You never know, whatever. At this point, I didn't even realize that it hadn't changed to nighttime or daytime yet. So I'm like, I'm gonna go outside. Wait, what was this? It's still night. Definitely didn't save my spawn. So I'm gonna do this again. Wait for it. And I couldn't get to my sword quick enough because you're using the right bumper, left bumper to switch, and he kills me. And that's all she wrote. So that's it for this episode, guys. I'll be bringing you another episode probably later on tonight. If you guys, if you like this enough, I'll be bringing you some side-by-side comparisons. Anyway, guys, this is Mezzo with The Awful Gamer, and I am out.
This video is part of the Way movement, a career path for YouTubers. To learn more, visit tgn.tv.